Hi, my friends. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Our next stop is heading towards Price, that area, and then up towards Soldier Summit. Anyway, so it's turned out to be a little rainy. Not too bad, but we got drizzled on a little bit while we were packing, but oh well. Anyway, so we are now on our way. And it's so hard to leave this place. It was so gorgeous, so beautiful, and it's cool. So now we're going down to heat. All right. And then back up where it's cool again, and then later on back down when it's hot again. Oh, well. Okay, so here we go. We're going to rock and roll. Bye, Willow Lake. We caught lots of yummy, yummy fish. It was a good time. I have to work on a couple of things with my fishing, though. Okay, Edith. Yeah, I'm not very good about taking them off the hook and stuff. Oh, well, one step at a time, right? Okay, so here we go. Look at those amazing views. It's so spectacular out here. Right reservoir down there, that's where we were at. There was cows on the road. I thought I was filming and I wasn't. Be safe, cows. We don't want to hit you. So we are heading north, so we're 10 miles before Castledale and then 41 miles before we hit Price, okay, Utah. So here we go. I'm so excited. It's always so pretty out here. It's like a surprise, a little present out there. You're wondering what is it going to show you next. All right, so here we go. Okay, so real quickly, this is the town of Castledale. I always seem to forget the name. I go Castle City, Castle Rock. I don't know why I think that, but anyways, it's Castledale. It's just a little small town. Looks like you blink and you're out. Not a whole lot here, but there is another marketplace you could come to. I guess there's a look, Jones Ace Hardware over there across the street. Just a small little town. Get gas. The Price is bigger. It'll have the Walmart and everything in Price. Okay. Go more north. Kent is saying that, sorry, that the Stewart's Market
Ethan 1.
Yeah, is there a decent market out here? Oh, they got a Subway. All right, that's it. Now we're out of the town. Okay, now here we go. So all of the mountains are on the left side, so I'm not able to get it. I mean, I can only swing the camera that far because I don't drive and hand hold a camera. I just don't. I don't think it's safe to do that. And only in remote areas that I'll feel comfortable flipping the camera around when I know there's like, you know, not a lot of oncoming traffic towards me, then I might feel safe doing that. But I'm just extra careful on the road, and I don't hand hold any devices on the road. In a lot of states, most states now, it's actually against the law. If you have your phone in any kind of situation in your hand, you're going to get a ticket. So it's very strict in Washington and Oregon, and there's a list if you just Google those states. I mean, they're very strict, and the fines can be pretty steep. So I don't mess around with that. So you're allowed to have a phone in a cradle or something like that, because people use Google Maps, and you know, they know that you need to look at your phone, and so that's acceptable. But you can't be, you know, having that device inside your hand at any kind of way. So anyways, that's my talk on that. We're driving, so very safe on that. And but yeah, so there's some beautiful mountains. I don't know if I can catch it, but they're on the left there. Other than that, we'll just keep going and see what happens. Look at the mountain ranges ahead of us. Utah is full of mountains. Even high ones. Like we're at 5,940 feet. So just barely under 6,000 feet elevation. Isn't that crazy? And that's most of Utah is high elevations. It really is. So if you're sensitive to elevations, I guess this is a state to stay away from. Because from here, when you go up to the mountains, you just go up higher. So 10,000 feet. Crazy. Alright, so, well, there's the view out there. It's just incredible. Wow. 13 miles to Price now. It's a really good sized town. Wow. So we're on our way to Wally World. Should be up here on the right. Get restocked up, and we're also looking for propane. So we're keeping an eye out for that. We got gas. All right. Let's see. Wally World. Okay, Edith, we found it. Thank you. And you didn't get us lost. Here we are. Okay, so we are now on US 191, and we're continuing to go up. I think, let's see, we're going northwest now. Alright, so here we go. to get this on film. Can you see this guy in front of Kent? In front of me. He got in front of me, a big truck, and then got between Kent and me. And then he has just been riding his rear end. I mean, like really super close. And we're in a passing. He could try to pass him, get over to the left. But now he's going to continue to ride his butt. I mean, look at that. Oh my God. He's like right on his tail end. I don't get this. Oh, finally. Oh my gosh. You can't believe how long we've been in this passing. And he just now... Now when the passing lane is ending, he's going to try to pass him at that moment. Anyways, I don't know. That guy was just like too close for my comfort level. Okay, this is a little bit more in the future as I'm talking here, and I got a new mic, so I'm hoping that after I get to Oregon and, after you see these videos and I get through Idaho and finally after the Jamboree, I now have a new mic, so bear with these videos and I'll still be working around the bad mic situation, but in the meantime, in the future, I do have a new mic, wahoo. But I want to finish explaining a little bit what was going on at this time frame. Because Kent and I ended up going on Highway 6 and we got to the Soldier Summit area in Utah, and we just found a little pit stop place to stay the night, or actually we stayed a couple of nights there, and I can't remember how long, but not too long, maybe about, I don't know, maybe 4 nights, or I don't think more than 5 nights, so not too many nights and days. And but it was above Scofield Reservoir, so that's where we landed. And every time we get somewhere and it's kind of late in the evening, I'm going to get better about filming and vlogging more. But I was running out of memory on my phone is what was going on. I kept getting bogged down and I couldn't get videos out fast enough and to free up new space. So that's what was going on. I finally got a new SD card soon, shortly after this, because after I leave Scofield area at the Soldier Summit, I ended up going down to Spanish Forks Walmart and eventually end up getting another SD card. So that allowed me to be able to film more, especially my journey as I started making my way back to Oregon, okay? So at this time, I didn't have enough memory. I didn't film as we got there, okay? But I do film the Scofield Reservoir. We did a day trip, and that'll be coming in the next video. But I do want to share something that I discovered more and more while I was traveling, and what was happening a little bit more with my body that was causing a little bit more struggles for me. And then also this time frame of what was going on. So it was a kind of a tough time continuing at this point. Even though I was working my way into lower elevation, I was still struggling with a lot of issues. Okay, so here's a clip talking about what's going on with me. Well, this is my reading this morning. And you're not supposed to be above 125, but the goal isn't even to be near your high. So normally I've been 100 to 110, but I haven't watched it for a while, but I haven't been feeling good. Been overwhelmed and tired and just not sleeping good and had a lot going on. This is the time of my friend's dog who was bitten at the coast, her little dog, by a bull mastiff, and I've been helping her, and through texts and support and videos and prayers, and this is the time where she's starting to pull through. She got her home, but also now helping with her GoFundMe, and then also trying to declutter my van and make it more easier to roll. I need to make more tracks, and I'll be traveling by myself back to Oregon and meet Kent at the Oregon Jamboree. We have to be there by a deadline, and the weather hasn't been great, so I've been dealing with a lot of thunderstorms, lightning storms, and trying to get my rig ready to roll and get out of here and hope I can make tracks, because I've been struggling with my body, besides the diabetes, my neuropathy and stuff like that, and being able to drive more with increased discomfort from that with my right leg. So that is a concern in making my van much easier to roll and get down there by a deadline. So, and declutter my phone. My phone has just got way too much on it, and I'm trying to get things out and released and get stuff off my phone and onto my computer, and yeah, so I have a lot going on. So I'll just keep an eye on it, check it, and keep everybody posted through my journey when I get ready to post this video about my blood sugar issue. I will, keep everybody posted, but I will be back checking this every morning and seeing how things are looking for me. But I'm pre-diabetic, but I don't want to go back into a diabetic state, so just keep working on it with my diet, see what happens. Well, next day, and I woke up at 9:02 with 121. At least I'm not 126. But I'm still way too, I don't like that number. So, and I'm tired. I keep waking up feeling more overwhelmed and more tired than usual. So, I've been in higher pain. So, I know increased pain levels, or if you're sick, can increase your blood sugar levels too. So, I don't know. But I'm not 126 or above 125, but I'm sure teetering closer to it now. Which puts me back in a diabetic state where I'll need to have medication, and I'm hoping not to go there. Alright, so only protein in the morning. That's what I do, and I'll keep an eye on it during the day and see where my numbers are. A little bit more during the day now. Okay, because it's still a little too high, way too high now. Okay, so one of the things I have been realizing through my research too is as a woman goes through a menopause, and it can affect lower estrogen, obviously. Lower estrogen can increase the insulin resistancy in a person's body, especially my body when I'm already diet control diabetic and I'm already insulin resistant. So all of these changes can really affect the body. It's like a domino effect of, one thing can cause another thing and another thing. So it's fixing all of these things. So I'm becoming more aware of what's going on and what kind of things I'm going to need to do to make some changes, and I still believe a lot of things can be fixed through diet. So these are some things that are starting to happen as I make my way back to Oregon, and all these struggles I'm starting to go through. And then of course when you're going into more insulin resistance, makes your body less able to we store fat more. So, and that's where the body, I start to gain weight. I just noticed this weight issue I started to struggle with all of a sudden. Now I find these high insulin readings when I'm waking up, which is kind of like putting the pieces together of what's happening to me. And then of course inflammation, because I'm, I feel like I'm struggling more to move in my body, and then of course that makes everything else struggle more. So then I start retaining more water. So there's just kind of like this big domino effect, going on that I start to figure out. So this starts to make me more aware that I'm going to need to do some changes this winter, and also what I can do in a bigger picture to help me to be more on the road. So I make more of a decision starting at this point that I'm going to need to land myself somewhere through the winter and get to doctors, learn more what to do with the diet, and then how to incorporate it more on the road. So this is the start of this journey that I'm starting to discover. Another thing too is I get a new mic, so in the future, so this video, or this clip, I'm sorry, is a little more in the future where, yes, I realize I have audio issues and I get a new mic. So in the future videos after the Oregon Jamboree and way later, I get a new mic, wahoo. So that'll make everything much easier as I'm filming. But anyway, so stay tuned for the next video as I show you around a little bit of the Scofield area. This is, a beautiful area that we landed, and we do a quick little day trip, kind of exploring a little bit. But again, it's just a very quick stay at this particular place. All right, so I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.